I'm back out here this morning and the guy doing the mulching already beat me here. So let's go check in with him. All right, I just talked to Ken. We got a game plan. He said he's gonna get it done today. I just talked to Ken, and stuff like this, that will easily go in my skid steer bucket and get in the dump truck and get dumped. So he could spend a lot more time trying to get every single thing super fine, but that's not the goal today. The goal today is to process this material so that I can dump it and get it out of here. Obviously, if we could burn here, it'd be a lot better, but this is what we have to do. So you do this every couple hours?
I try to do about every 4.
Okay.
If we get on some jobs, it's just small sap, 1-2 inch stuff. We typically don't have to, unless we get some dirt with some, you know, rolling ground or something. But not bad.
Well, that was quite the time lapse, wasn't it? Take a look. Things are looking pretty good. And so I think I'm gonna have the grapple over here on my skid steer and try to comb out some of these chunks that were left. And Daniel will be over here with a dumpster tomorrow so I can start loading stumps. And then I also need to make this approach or entrance where you can back in, so that'll be the first thing in the morning. So Ken put in quite a day today, and yeah, getting it done. I posted these logs on Facebook, and within an hour a guy told me he'll take everything except the pines. So I started sorting some of those with the excavator. He's got a 14-foot trailer, so I've got to cut them down a little bit, but that'll be great. But they're not going to go to waste. I'm back out here. It's pretty early, And what I'm working on right now is trying to get this approach, this entrance, graded out a little bit so a dump truck can get in here. I've got some people on the way to pick up some of these logs. So I just wanted to set up the camera really quickly. I'm trying to get this done, so here we go. Break anything? Good morning. Things have brightened up enough that you can actually see me. So what I did is I just cut this out a little bit and tried to get down to some subsoil. And now I'm about to back my dump truck. I just disconnected the trailer. And so what I'd like to do is get the first load of chips on this thing, maybe even get this dirt out of the way. I've got a guy supposed to be on the way to get some logs. So here we go. Start cutting these here. Okay. And then what I can do while you're gone, I can move some more down this way. That way I'm not tracking a million times.
I got you.
This was one of the guys that answered the ad on Facebook for free logs, and the first couple of loads, my GoPro 360, I guess it got corrupted or something, and so I didn't get a chance to get those loads. But this one was a different camera, and it turns out that this guy is actually in my circle of scuba divers. So we figured out that we both know all the same people at the scuba shop here in Greensboro. But he ended up running, I think it was 6 loads. This is a gorgeous 77, I think, Ford F-350 with a dump bed on it. And he's got a little portable sawmill that he just got, and he's trying to build a lumber shed and some other stuff. So he was just tickled to get all these logs. All right. What do you think?
Definitely getting some sunlight in here.
Man, I posted those logs yesterday on Facebook.
Yes.
Within an hour, I had 2 guys. We've been running loads all day long.
That's awesome for you too.
Look at that.
Get them all going. I hope he keeps coming.
Yeah.
That'd be best for you. Then all you gotta deal with is the stumps and the mulch and the light cleanup.
Yep.
But if you get the straggly junk like that where people don't want it, load it in it with the stumps.
Okay.
You know, just put it all in there, take it to the same place and get it done.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how long it'll be before I get back, but when you ain't loading that guy or something else, go ahead and fill it as full as you can get it. Just try not to leave, you know, just big roots sticking way higher than the top, because you'll just tear my target.
Okay.
You know, get up there, look around, and if you need to wiggle some stuff around and kind of consolidate it.
Okay.
Because normally, as long as you got the dirt off good, you won't overload it.
Okay.
You know, especially with them not being no bigger than they are. When you get to the big monster trees, you got to be careful. But besides
that's the biggest one there.
So that's good. All right, you get yourself set up.
Daniel just showed up with his first dumpster. So he's never delivered a dumpster to me before. That is a big box right there. Pretty precise.
Yes, sir. Always secure it.
Yep. All right.
Appreciate it. Have a great day.
Okay, see ya. Okay, well now I've got to load this dumpster. He's going to, I guess, fill up another dumpster off another job, and then he'll be back. So I think I'm going to risk it and put a camera up there for you all. So hopefully I won't lose this thing. Today was really a crazy day because the previous day everything got mulched, and today I had 2 guys running logs. I had my dump truck and me loading it running over to the kudzu patch, and then toward the end of the day I had Daniel bring in dumpsters. And so it was just really incredible the amount of material that got processed and then removed from this property in basically 2 days. And I had asked Daniel if he thought I should leave my bigger excavator up here to load these dumpsters, and he said he thought I should, and that was by far the best choice. I did want to also mention that the way that I'm able to achieve this kind of work getting done and results is by, of course, having good people around me. And I wanted to ask you all, have you ever seen anybody else do any hauling for me besides Daniel? And of course the answer is no, because once I find good people, I tend to keep them around and work with them. And so having the people that you know are good and that you've worked with before can really I call it leveraging the talent around you. And so having good talented people around you makes your whole job and experience and abilities go way better.
The clutch was slipping. That's how heavy it was. I was kind of in a little hole. Once
Oh,
I
wow.
got out, it was fine.
Okay. Is this number 5? All right, load number 5. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, that's a gorgeous truck. That's his 5th load. And he's got one more. And that other guy took 2 loads of hard, he only wanted hardwoods though. So there he goes. He'll be back in about 30 minutes or so. And the dumpster's about full. So man, it's crazy how much work has been getting done out here today. I had the 2 guys picking up logs. I've been running loads of the wood chips with the F650, and then of course Daniel coming out with this huge dumpster. I mean, that took that whole pile of stumps and other debris over there, and I think he's bringing another one. So yeah, things are really happening. It's crazy. Oh yeah. That was his 6th load for the day. So he's just tickled to have all that lumber, or all those logs ready to make lumber. And look at how much progress we've made today. And my skid steer, I think the battery's about to die on it, so it was getting really hard to start, and I've just left it running. I don't use it very much. I usually don't let stuff just run, but oh well. For the second dumpster, I'd like him to get over here by that bigger pile, so I'm going to try to clear this away a little bit for him with the Bobcat. Good. Oh yeah.
It's got to stay fairly level to get it on and off, or I'll have a pain to get it.
Okay. How does it look?
On there. I won't know till it touches. I may have to pull up some, but we'll see.
Okay.
Either way, we'll get close here.
Okay. Alright, Daniel's out of here with that full dumpster. So he just called the landfill, and I think they're going to let him dump it. It's going to be a little bit later after they close. That's going to help him out quite a bit. That thing was definitely like a bottomless pit for those stumps. I mean, look at that. All clear. Now, time to load that one. So let me get the camera set up. There's dumpster number 2. And Daniel's gonna drop another one off in the morning. It's the next morning, and I brought the ASV over here. I've got to do some digging over in the kudzu patch. And then I also brought this. This is a root rake that USA Attachments made me. And so I'm gonna see if this will work well for getting up these scraps. So, first thing first, I guess, let me get the excavator over here and get that root rake installed. Okay, that thing is greased. Okay, this root rake is brand new, so let's see if we can scratch some paint off of it. I'm going to start in this back corner here and try to make a little pile, and we'll see how it does. I'm excited about this. Look who just showed up. Gotta hope he can get this thing where I want it. I was hoping he could put it right there. I tried to move this pile off to the side a little bit. Okay, he said he could put the dumpster right where I want it, no problem. And he's just running my loads right now. So the idea being, when he gets that one emptied, he's gonna bring it right back here and pick this one up. And so I wasn't really planning on paying to haul this stuff off, but it's gonna help him out a little bit, and he's gonna help me out a little bit too with it. So just for the sheer sake of getting it done and the speed at which we're doing it, I'm gonna let him do it for me. All right, that dumpster is full and Daniel just dropped one and he's loading this up. Okay, there goes dumpster number 4. And about to start loading up the 5th one. Okay, let's see how the skid steer does loading this dumpster. Dumpster number 5 is full, and I gave it a shot with the ASV loading it, but I'm not very good at loading stuff with bobcats like that when they're really high. But the excavator worked a lot better, so that's a lot more enjoyable anyway. I've still got a little pile there, or a pretty big pile, and pretty big pile here. But I think I'm going to take that myself around the corner to the kudzu patch. These dumpsters are 500 bucks a pop, and I didn't really have it in the budget for them, but it was going so well. It's kind of tempting to just keep it going. So yeah, and then Daniel's going to come back and get my X. My tandem dump truck is in the shop right now, so he's going to help me move that. So I guess I'm going to load up the ASV and be out of here. I am back out here today, and I'm hoping to finish up the job today as far as phase 1 goes. So I've got a couple of piles of chips yet to do, and I'm going to dump those over in the kudzu patch. And then I also have some gravel to spread here, so I want to get this construction entrance finished up. And so I'll probably be getting a couple more loads of gravel. This is only about 6 tons right there. And so this will be coming in about 50 feet or so. So the first thing I want to do here is dig out some of this dirt and start making some gravel runs. On his way to the quarry, so he'll be grabbing, I think we need 2 more loads in here, and I'm going to continue digging out this entrance for our construction entrance. He likes that truck. So there's the first 7. So I'll get that spread out, and then I'll just be waiting again. Okay, there's a construction entrance. So I'm going to back the trailer up in here. I got to load up the skid steer and take it around the corner to the kudzu patch. So this will be our first time driving on it. Okay, just tracking over this, packed it in pretty well so far, but we're gonna head over to the kudzu patch now and do some work over there. Okay, we're over here at the kudzu patch, and you saw me dump these loads, what, a couple weeks ago. And what I want to do today is this depression over here. I guess I'm going to, they want me to dig out a little bit of dirt first and maybe run it up the hill, because the trail's right over there for, you know, dirt for future use, since I'll be here anyway. And then I guess we're just going to start pushing this stuff in here. And so I don't know if there's like a, I wonder if like this could be like a runway right here that I could back into and get down in this low area. But for now, I guess I need to get some stuff moving. Probably wouldn't hurt to have two bobcats, one to load and one to spread over here. But really, at this point, I just need to get this material over here. So let me get this going, I guess. When I first started talking to the mountain biking club about doing this job, I quickly pointed out this kudzu patch, which is around the corner from the job, and it would be a good place to dump organic matter and topsoil that would be coming from the job site. And if you don't know anything about kudzu, it is all over the southeast, but it came from Asia in the 1800s. And by the 1930s, a lot of the southeast, especially Georgia, was washing away, and there was a lot of erosion and sedimentation due to poor soil management practices, especially along railways and roadways that were being built. And so kudzu was basically used for erosion control in these areas. The government also thought it would be good for livestock and maybe even a cash crop. So the government paid farmers to plant it. They also paid the Civilian Conservation Corps to plant it all over the southeast. And after about 10 years or 15 years, people realized you couldn't use it for livestock forage, you couldn't really make any money, you couldn't bale it. And so those huge fields of kudzu got replaced with other crops. And nowadays, the only place you really find it is in these more isolated ravine type areas. And these areas are usually really steep and not super economical to develop. And this location is one of those areas. And so when I mentioned dumping all the stuff in here, we talked to the city, and they quickly agreed that this would be a great place to put this stuff. Okay, got all that brush and chips piled in there, and I tried to create a little trackway there so I can back my dump truck up. I've got about 1 million runs to make, especially once I start stripping off the topsoil. But for now, we're just going to run the rest of that organic matter. Okay, we're back at the lot. So, plan is to drop the skid steer, back the trailer out of the way, drop the tailgate, and start loading. Nice.
don't matter either way.
Yeah, hop in. I'm sure you all noticed in the time lapse the clouds that were going across and how fast everything was coming in. And so this was pretty much our last load, and it had started sprinkling, but by the time I got this loaded up, it had really started coming down. And so I very quickly headed back to the kudzu patch. I didn't want to get stuck over there, and I left Ronald here at the site just in case. Well, we just finished our last load and it just started pouring. I've got a teeny tiny little pile left over there, but I'm going to call this phase 1 complete. So we're going to try to get this thing tied down and out of here quick. I think that's the fastest time we've ever chained down the Bobcat. So it's definitely coming down. I'm back out here this morning with a small load of gravel, and I just want to add a little bit more gravel to that construction entrance, and I'll be pretty much at the end of phase 1 here. And what I want to do here, instead of spreading this, I want to just leave it in a pile. And in addition to the chain across this lot, hopefully this pile of gravel will deter anybody from going in here and driving around. But with this today, I will be finishing up with phase 1. Of course, phase 1 is just the clearing and getting rid of all the organic matter. I'm going to leave the topsoil in place for now, and I'll talk about that in a second. But this is pretty much it for today. Just delivering this gravel and then putting the chain up across the gate. With that last load of gravel, this project is now on hold until we get some more funding. We need about 210 or 215 tons of gravel in here. And so I'm about to be chaining this entrance off. I'm going to be leaving this job right here, and I wanted to show you really quickly. We are leaving the topsoil on here, and as you can see, the fines are getting caught in all these little depressions, and so we're not sure when we're going to be able to get the money to get the gravel in here and get things rolling. So the land is stable right now, so the topsoil is still in place. That's got to come off before we put the gravel in, but we're not going to get a bunch of water rushing across here by leaving the topsoil in place. So you can see where we've had rain before, those fines are contained on the site. So once we get some funding, or I should say some more funding, we'll be starting with phase 2, which is removing the topsoil and installing the gravel. And then hopefully we should be able to start using this parking lot. So I'll be hitting you all up in a minute for some donations. This has been a very cool project so far, but right now we are at a standstill because we don't have the funds to get the gravel delivered. And so we need some donations. I'll put a link in the description to a GoFundMe for the mountain biking club. And we will also be hitting up maybe some quarries or some corporations or companies to ask for donations. So at this point, even though the parking lot is cleared, we don't have any funding yet to get the gravel in here. So we need about 220 tons or so of gravel to get this job finished up. So let me know what you all think about this job. All right, I'll see you on the next one. This is Sean. If you made it this far in the video, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you'd like to support this project, you can give me a super thanks. I'll make sure it gets to the right place, or you can click the link for the GoFundMe for the mountain biking club. With that, I will see you all in the next one. Take care.